I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station, 727. You may have to do some scraping for a second, a little bit. I was driving on in here, and that was the case earlier this morning. Maybe it has warmed up a little bit, but to the dude jogging across the bridge over Union Street without a shirt on at 32 degrees, high five to you. I think your nipples probably could cut glass, but that was amazing. I love that he passed the guy in full-on, like, snowmobile gear, wearing the fluorescents and whatnot, and like the hat and the mittens. So it was a kind of like a, where are we? Which is exactly where most of Maine is. Like, they're trying to find where their scraper is. They don't know where their gloves are. They know they got to find 2 of them, because that's the problem in my house is I can never find 2 gloves. I can find 3 left gloves, but never a right glove. You know what I mean? So that's where we are, what season we're into. We're also into great classic rock and roll. We got the Scorps and Ram Jam on the way. It's I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. There you go. Right now, I'm not happy about it either. 38 little degrees. So again, to the guy jogging across the bridge without a shirt, I had to do a double take because I'm like, is he wearing it? No, he's not wearing a shirt. And I didn't check him out for that reason, so get your head out of that. I was just like, really? Because it was so funny that he was running right up behind the dude in like the full snowmobile gear or whatever. It works. You do you, man. So 38 degrees. Dennis and Lou are out there leaf blowing, looking like Ghostbusters today. We'll get some AC/DC on for you in just a little bit. Forecast brought to us by All That's Metal on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. Some sun out there. Looks like the clouds are beating it, at least out here on the Acme Road. They are just overwhelming that sun. That's all right. We know that what's to come, and if you didn't get the forecast a little bit earlier, snow, maybe. Mostly in the mountains, they're saying, but we could see some in the Bangor area in the overnight, enough to like just leave a little coating, which means, of course, that people have forgotten how to drive in that stuff. They're going to plow right through and think it's like nothing and skid all over the place. So I do not envy dispatchers, tow trucks, or cops and firemen today. Not at all. Because once that stuff starts to hit, and the first couple of, significant storms, this isn't going to be a significant storm, but, at least the first couple of falls of snow all over the place, people do get a little forgetful, and they go all over the place. If you have a new driver, let's remember to go through that with them, go through kind of the rundown. It's going to be a little more slick. Leave a little extra time. You're going to brake, but you might not stop. Not immediately. Those are things that are good for them to remember because it's been a minute. And if they took driver's ed in the spring, they've had all summer to drive on clear roads for the most part because we didn't even have much rain, did we? So let's have conversations with them and be knowledgeable and, remember that those new drivers are also out on the road. So just a little friendly advice from your friendly DJ who sits in a box all day and talks to herself. I also listen to the scanner, and boy, does it get active right around these times. These conditions are super not fun for anyone, especially those who have to go and tow them out of places. So we'll get to a full forecast in just a few. Into our 8 o'clock hour we go, 8:05 and 38 degrees. It's I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station with 38. Good morning. It's 8:12, 38 degrees outside. I am Corey. Thank you for waking up with me. A lot of people went to bed last night looking at videos of weird lights in the sky in a lot of places over Maine. I saw some friends of mine posting them from all over the place. One of my friends was walking on her dog. She was dog sitting, and she took this video, and she's like, what is this? There were a lot of different things speculated online. I love the Clinton, Maine's police department. Their Facebook page immediately came out, and they're like, all right, here's the deal. It's an exhaust plume from a rocket. And instantly, apparently, they got really razzed for that online, if you will. So they have updated that. If you're not following the Clinton Police Department online, you've got to. They're very good. Akin to Bangor PD, whoever's running that, Mike Connor, said, funny. So he goes, last night I shared that the glowing spiral in the sky was the exhaust plume from an Iranian rocket launch. A shockingly large number of people replied with, you are lying, it's a cover-up, bought and paid for, and my personal favorite, nice try. So I'm kind of coming clean. It was actually your neighbor's Blueberry Kush vape cloud. Chad got a little out of control in the parking lot again. I didn't want to take the heat for another vape cloud post, so I still have flashbacks from the last time I may have insisted that a cloud that big could only be nicotine. To be clear, SpaceX has rockets, Clinton has Chad. Thank you for your patience during this very scientific clarification. Give us a shout if you need us. What was it? I don't know. I don't know. It was weird looking, though. I got to agree. And I just think it's funny that There are people out there that don't have anything better to do than to give the police department a hard time. I'm grateful that in situations like that, folks manning their social media have a good sense of humor. That's how we all get by. That's how we all get through this, ladies and gentlemen, is having a decent sense of humor, because the world's jacked up and it's going to be weird. And you're either on one side of the weird or the other side of the weird, and people don't seem to be agreeing. So you got to have a little patience and a good sense of humor to get through all of the BS. And, of course, great classic rock and roll. And we will come back with more of that in just a little bit. Kind of throw in some Queen and some Guns N' Roses on I-95, Bangor's Classic Rock Station's bassist the other day. Just how he was so shy and came into these massive personalities. Freddie Mercury, Brian May. Big personalities, big talent. And he was very technically brilliant. And that's why he fit in so well. He didn't have the persona. He insisted before he fully committed to being part of the band that he finished his schooling. And then when Freddie died, he was just kind of done. And he has been raising 6 kids somewhere in England, just chilling out. I mean, not chilling out, because 6 kids, that's a lot. I know, I've got 4. But just kind of neat to see how different personalities work within bands. You always have to have a quiet one who's technically brilliant, and that works. It bounces or balances, I should say, not bounces, balances out, counterbalances the crazy. And here it's just me in a box in a padded room all by myself. So I don't know if it's for my safety or yours, but we got great classic rock and I can crank it as loud as I want. And we're going to do just that in just a little bit. We've got great stuff on the way. Some Zeppelin, some Stevie Nicks, and the 4-letter S word in the forecast. It's kind of crazy. But like I said, I woke up and I was mad for a minute. And then I was like, it's November, Corey. Of course it's coming. This is what we do. We're in Maine. So it's coming, just not anything plowable. Nothing that's going to accumulate and get kind of crazy, but it's going to mean that people go off the road left and right because they don't know how to drive in this stuff. So if you don't have to, maybe tomorrow night, don't go anywhere. Maybe tonight, just don't go anywhere. If you do, just be careful. And if you're working, like I said, as a cop, a firefighter, or a tow tech driver, I appreciate you every day. I really appreciate you more when days like this come up, because we all know it's happening. It's coming. All right. Great classic rock is coming next. Stay right here. I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. 40 degrees right now. Overcast in Brewer here on the Acme Road. Lovely Brewer. We are getting into Corey's coffee break in just a few, so stand by for that. Jamar Construction Products bringing us this forecast on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock.
November is all about gathering, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, and football weekends. Total Wine & More has everything you need for your table and your toasts, with thousands of wines, spirits, and beers at the lowest prices. From bold reds to sparklers and smooth bourbons to tequilas made for celebrating, Total Wine has it all. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love only at Total Wine & More.
Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. See TotalWine.com for details. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.